There's 10 sides to it. 10 sides to it. So the opposite of 1 would be what?
6? Because we're talking about the first crusade, right?
Yeah.
So then you would want each... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So you'd want each one to be on the opposite side from each other. So if it's 1, and then...
The opposite of 0 is 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, so the opposite of 0 is 5.
So what's the opposite of 1?
6. And the opposite of 9 is 4.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so the opposite of 9 is what?
Hold on. What the date that we're going for is 1
0 9.
Alright, well, okay. 1 is 6, 0, 5, 9 is 4, and then 1 is 6.
This placing mechanism on the other side.
Guess we got it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, we tried our best.
Maybe it's a different...
The wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat.
Ah, well. Find a way out.
Uh-oh.
Someone's coming. Please don't let it be Mortimer. Who is it?
Deliberately
That guy who
avoiding
hates her.
me. 4 years ago, I was his favorite. But nowadays, I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru.
Monsieur
Why
Peru!
not?
It's Mr. Deriche. I'm sort of trapped behind this painting.
What are you playing
Help me
at,
out of here,
goddammit?
please.
How can I open it?
There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah, you see the girl.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination.
Oh, were we 1191? You were right.
1191.
Right? Is that...
I think so.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you.
This guy's
So,
down.
I'll be on my way now.
I
Thanks
know.
again. I'm indebted to you. I won't forget this.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I don't want any of this drama.
I know. I love it.
Whatever. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
At least the bird's not dead.
Yet.
Find the origin of the sword left by your mother, which we have somewhere in our butt or something.
I'm assuming that maybe it came from a statue or something.
He said it came from a statue outside, so I think we have to go outside.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I like how we're like, you did all this, but you failed that, so you fucked up everything. Ooh, Ooh, okay. 4 available points. Oh, these things have been... Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so now we can unlock dialogue options with that, level 1. So is there another one that we would want to unlock of these other wheels? Or...
Do you want to just go all in? Though?
Might as well.
It looks like it takes a lot more points to get these, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we may as well...
Yeah. Etiquette.
Ooh, 3 manuscripts? Hell yeah. No.
Let's do diversion.
Ooh, which one's the diversion?
Over there.
And... politics.
Mm-hmm.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
What do you want to do?
Let's spy on them.
We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I'm not eavesdropping.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this here at the manor.
Did you just
What
take
are
that out
you
of your
playing
ass,
at,
son?
de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manor better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence. I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Ah.
Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Voldner, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis? I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
All right. So maybe if we go and ask the servant where this sword came
Leave
from?
us now.
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
Hey, oof boy.
Yeah?
Oof boy.
He's hiding underneath your butt.
Underneath my chair.
Nope, your butt.
What can I do for you, sir? I am
This!
at your service day and night, sir.
Could you tell me where this sword comes from, please?
Certainly, sir. How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
Don't worry about it.
Sir, can you please stop breaking the property?
This is not the sword you're looking for.
My good man, I'm afraid you're overstepping your role. You're the one who's supposed to be giving the answers, not me.
Naturally. I hope that Sir will forgive me. If I were Sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are 2 ways, Sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second way is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Thank you, my good man.
Alright, so what did he say?
Through the French gallery.
He said there was one through the portrait gallery that you just have to go out through the French doors, or...
So... wait. Yeah.
So that there are some French doors. I guess not these French doors. Dun, dun. That's the dining hall. Maybe we can go like around.
I think so. We've been through here a few times.
I'm like so good at finding my way around if I'm like outside, but once you put me inside like one of these like mansions, do you remember when we played
Never live in a big house, Stace. You'll be gone.
Yeah, do you remember when we played what was it fucking called?
Remother?
No, well that.
Resident Evil 7?
No. The one with the demon boy? Lucius. And I could never figure out, like, what room was attached to what other room, and it's the worst because you're supposed to, like, be all, like, sneaky and
Stacey,
tricky.
you should never own a large home. This is why your house is so small. Because you're like, if there was anything more, you'd be like, I don't know where we're going.
I grew up in a large house.
And were you always lost?
Always lost.
Okay, exactly.
Just always lost. Whenever I would walk around after dark, I would just leave a trail of lights on behind me so that I could find my way back.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
Okay.
He's like, I'm busy.
Are these the French doors? Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for? Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage, if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island.
Rude.
Turns out heroes are not what they once were. Let's see. A crack as long as my finger. And what's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
Huh. I was trying to see if maybe there's any, like... There must be some other statues here, right?
Ariadne.
Okay, don't tell me again. Just give me back the sword.
Oh, in other stories,
Try something else.
in other stories, she became the bride of the god Dionysus, with the question of her
Upgrade. That dude's crazy.
with the question of her being mortal or a goddess varying in those accounts. Oh yeah, so she helped him by giving him a
I wonder what
sword
this
and a ball of
kiosk is doing in
thread.
the middle of the garden. too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
This looks like it falls down and, like, becomes stairs.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
Gee, I wonder what...
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
Just do
There's
it
a little
anyway.
hole at the
No,
fingers.
it's gonna poke him.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
You can just push it on the sides.
I know, right?
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Okay, so let's take a look around the rest of the garden. Maybe there's another place. We got some other statues.
Goes here. This penis man.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
This is where the thread leads, so...
It does?
Yeah, look. See? I think these, like, open up different areas.
Who's this?
Cupid?
Icarus.
Oh, Icarus.
The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed. Hey, there's no crack here. Well, let's keep going.
There's no crack here.
Let's make sure... Impenetrable!
You simply cannot go past it. Doggy.
Who's that guy?
What guy?
That one.
I'll try to get to her. But it's... Oh.
Ah!
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed a cat.
It
Mr.
sounded very
Richet.
like...
I admit, I
Come
may
on,
have judged
yeah.
you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing, if if I didn't already know the consequences. See you
What
later.
happened to you, monsieur?
It's time for me to assume the consequences of my choices. I've sold my soul to the devil. Now it's time to pay.
Okay.
It just sounded like a little, like, almost like flirtatious.
Come on, aren't
Like,
you like
aren't you just a little curious?
curious about what I have going on?
I've got all these secrets.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete. She has no cracks.
She has no
I
crack.
seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon.
Gross.
9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims. Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
So there is.
To be fair, Cupid was ordered to make her fall in love with the bull. So.
How? Wait. What do you mean to be fair? To be fair to who?
To be fair to, she wasn't, I guess she was forced in her own weird way.
Yeah, I think that's being forced.
Examine the slab.
It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
So the Minotaur also has the Minotaur statues over there somewhere.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Truth.
So kill Theseus and not the Minotaur. Got it.
Maybe we should kill the Minotaur? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. There it is over there.
Theseus. Let's try something else instead.
It looks like the bushes move, but maybe it's just... Yeah.
Asterion.
Oh, yeah.
It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur. The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less.
Go
From that
figure.
union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. This statue has a crack in it. Right. We'll soon
Where's the
see.
slab? Is this it?
I think we gotta
Asterion.
press on the thing.
Let's go.
So it's a matter of... Wait, whoa. So what does this slab say again?
True judgment. Oh, maybe it should be like whose real fault it is.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, okay, so in all the stories he was saying the guy who killed the Minotaur was a dick. So maybe we should take this out.
And put it in Theseus. Maybe.
Like we had?
Because he died innocently, yeah.
Okay.
Theseus. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
Because if you're talking about true judgment as opposed to like this innocent minotaur who's just kind of like minding his own business.
And he was saying that women were innocent, so maybe,
yeah,
you know, it's the patriarchy. Yet again, making women fuck bulls.
Okay, let's see.
Seems like we got it. Press.
Yeah, fuck it.
Don't put your hand on it though. Just push it from the sides.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh no.
what's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked.
Oops, wrong one.
It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot.
Nope, we're fine.
Alright, so I guess it's the minotaur.
Wait, there
Theseus.
might be another one, like the king. Maybe we can find a picture of the king.
Maybe.
Let's try something else instead.
Here, let's go back into this where the minotaur is and see if there are...
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Hey, what
Yes,
the fuck?
it's this guy.
Minos.
Zeus
Fuck
and
this
Europa.
guy.
If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete.
It's the other guy.
This fucking
Married to
guy.
Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Check the corners real quick, make sure there's...
No other statues.
Yes. Oh. Alright.
I like how they kind of tuck it in the corner.
Just to really fuck with you.
Yeah, but we got it.
Just push it from the sides, then you won't get pricked. Okay, it worked.
Oh.
Blood!
What?
Whoa.
I guess because we got poisoned. But I used
Again?
Cure.
No, it's a
Oh.
vision.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
What am I doing here?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
So I can't help but see all of this in light of like the timeshare conversation, and he's like, "What must I have to do to get out of my timeshare contract?"
That? That's the third time in 3 days.
Maybe somebody else got a
See if
nosebleed.
you're in there, Mother. Amber.
Amber fragment.
Oh, what's this?
Blood?
Bandages.
Licorice?
Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances.
Believes in her chances.
I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there. A Chinese coin.
What? Who's that?
It looks like the guy with the skin.
Oh. We just talked to him. How did he get down here?
I mean, we can't be sure that's the same guy, but
Oh, that's, yeah, that's right.
Some human sacrifices
Damn
going
it,
on.
Mother. Now what's happened?
Oh, great.
We're...
Yet again.
Oh, boy. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh!
No failures.
Sweet. I inspired Peru to trust me.
I could have found someone important in the crypt.
Oh. Maybe if, like, we had looked at other stuff before we had examined the body.
We have 4 available points. I mean, you gotta get there eventually. Oh. I thought we were gonna have, like, another half hour or some shit.
Yeah, I did too. That's fine with me though. I kind of like like that vague ending though.
Oh, chess. We're in a game of 4D chess. Hi, Pooper. I know.
Yeah, this little 2-minute
clippy clip. Look at his nose.
No. You got to talk about what you think. So, what do you think of episode 2?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I like the way the puzzles are designed because they're not impossible. I feel like sometimes in games where it's like the logic is so
convoluted
out there that you'll never figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
that's something that I'm always afraid of with puzzles.
Like, play a trumpet at a snake and you're like, what?
Show a chair to a tree and get it to vomit sap.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, what? Okay.
And you're like, how is this, like, why would anybody think to do this?
Or travel across the entire world to ask a guy about how to undo a knot by describing it as a bucket of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then mess it up and then have to go all the way back.
Oh, God, that was just the fucking worst.
Or the one where you had to, like, change dimensions and somehow, like, assume that you were, like, absorbing information through something.
For everyone that's not familiar with what we're talking about, we're referring to Broken Age.
We're just talking major shit
about Broken Age. But yeah, I liked that. I mean, and even the ones that I was kind of like, oh, like, what exactly do they mean? It was more like, just like, can you logic out these numbers? Because honestly, like, when we first looked at that book, like, I was afraid that they were going to expect you to have, like, at least, like, a cursory knowledge of the Bible. Mm-hmm. But really, even when they were like, oh, he's the youngest saint, they were still literally just going by, like, we're showing you he doesn't have a beard. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that's, like, present in the room.
Yeah, you just basically need to know how Roman numerals worked and how Bible verses worked, which is, like, almost common knowledge.
I mean, I don't even know that I know how Bible verses work.
I just know that there's, like, Matthew 4:20, like, you know.
Matthew 4:20.
St. Augustine 69. You know how that is, how it goes.
6971, something.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I like that the span of time between these episodes was not too long.
Go ahead, keep going.
There's been a couple games, obviously Blues and Bullets died.
Yeah, what happened to that, man?
The studio ran out of money, I think.
That sucks.
Yeah. I think that's what happened, because we were looking it up at one point, because I was like, oh, I wonder whatever happened to that game.
That was a cool game, too.
Yeah. And it's really a shame. And then, you know, there's, like, Albino Lullaby and, like, other stuff like that.
Sucks, though. I mean, I'm glad we had them, but it sucks that they didn't get to be to full fruition because Albino Lullaby, I felt, was very special.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that one. I am glad that this one, I hope it's getting positive attention. You know, I know that Jim Sterling was talking about it at one point.
He was going to be in episode 2 as a voice.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean Albino Lullaby?
Yeah.
No, I meant of this.
Oh.
He was talking about this.
Yeah, I heard him talk about it in the podcast, saying he liked
it. But I mean, I'm just hoping that enough people like get to see it because it is pretty cool.
I mean, another episodic game is Paranormal. If you've heard about it,
yeah.
There's some cool people in it named Mari and Stacy,
and some other losers.
Todd
may or may not be modeled after real life losers.
Manga Minx, Hoodie Panda.
His just Hoodie now.
Hoodie.
Because people kept thinking he was a furry, so he changed it to just Hoodie.
Hey, what's wrong with being a furry?
He said, he was like, hey, I don't have anything wrong with, like, furries or anything, but I'm not a furry. And so the fact that people keep thinking I'm a furry, like, makes me feel bad that, like, people think I'm a part of this community and I'm not. So.
Dude, just yiff a little, dude. Get in there. Don't knock until you try it.
So, yeah, I'm excited to see more of this. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, bye. Yeah, Tess is working on episode 2 of Paranormal, just in case you guys are wondering.
She's actually working on episode 2 and 3. You must not get her Patreon updates.
No, I just talk to her. I say, hey, Tess, what's up?
Yeah, but she's working on it. But then if you talk to her, you know that she's actually working on episodes 2 and 3 because she has some contract work coming up. So she wants to finish 2 and 3 before she gets started on that because then she won't be available to work on the game. I can't believe you don't know this.
I don't.
You think that you're her friend.
Yeah, it's almost as if I talked to her instead of reading her Patreon updates. I'm not a patron.
Oh.
No, I just give her money.
Mm-hmm. I just signed up so that I could get the updates.
And make me feel bad about it?
Yeah.
That was
My only purpose in signing up was just to make you feel bad.
You're like, just so I can know all the information and make Mari feel real bad about it.
So, no,
AJ.
I just figured I should be on the same page as, like, what everybody else sees and everything, so.
Yeah, I'm perpetually behind. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, this thing. And so she's like, I fucking knew it already. God. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
I would recommend that this is a good purchase, even if you watch this Let's Play. We're not being sponsored by this or anything.
No, we're not. We did get a key for this.
We got a press key for it. However, legitimately, apparently, like, there's ways of playing this that are just... completely different.
I think that, like, even if you end up in a lot of similar places as this playthrough, like, the amount of different skills and dialogue options that you can unlock, I feel like would be really cool to play through this. You know, because obviously we're choosing options that someone in the audience is being like, oh, you idiots! Like, why would you choose that?
But it actually makes a difference on what happens.
Yeah, and it actually makes a difference, like, on what you see. It's not just like, oh, like Walking Dead Telltale game, like we're going to choose this person and then they're just going to die in like 2 minutes anyway.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.